once you know body language, then what you might have missed before becomes obvious. It's so obvious, right? So remember, I'm about to step off the airplane into a foreign country, so I have to pay attention. Pay attention is the number one body language tip. Okay, here's the overall question. How can detecting and decoding body language be helpful to you?
One, it would help me not to enter into bad decisions right on. It would also help me to see trouble coming.
In the moment, right then and there.
It will help me understand maybe this person's intentions is not the best. Or it helps me with the opposite, saying, hey, let me move forward on this. Hey, this is a good person.
And even if you see distressful body language, if you know it's a person that you want to get to know and engage, and it's important to have a business or a relationship with, then when you see early on distressful body language, you can help rebuild that connection by getting them up out of their seat and changing the environment and having movement.
And even like our body language or what we display is helping them become more comfortable also.
Exactly.
So knowing what I'm doing and how I'm reacting can determine the whole situation moving forward.
Right. You mentioned before when you were giving a testimonial, you said now when you do your photography poses, how do you act now?
You open, you do these different stanzas that show that your body, you confident. The steeple, that's Jeanette's, that's her favorite. So, have open body language.
Welcoming,
smiling, happy language.
And what does the fingers and the power steeple do when you do it? What does that do for you? Just the simple gesture.
It relaxes you.
Yes.
And it makes you feel at ease and confident.
Right. Just that simple thing, that simple gesture, when the observer sees your picture, it shows to them it's calming. So even the observer may not know exactly what's going on, but the aura of that pose is calm and balanced.
So if you're sitting with someone and you're showing them that you're confident in your body language, it automatically, most people reflect the body.
Right.
So if you're feeling good, then they'll feel good about interacting with you.
Whenever we're interacting with somebody, it's a relationship. If I see you,
so if I'm over here like this, all closed off with my legs and
then
kind of back,
then I'm absorbing that, and I may be mirroring that or interpreting that differently. Yes. But if you are confident,
sit up and I'm interested, like I'm looking at you in your eyes and I'm interested, then you will feel like, wow, this person's interested in me.
Yes.
Get interested too.
So it's dynamic and relational. How else can body language change for you if you moved from 50% to 90 or 95 awareness? What would that do for you in your life?
It would just help me navigate relationships and navigate my decision making and the people that I choose to be with and around.
Can you think of a situation where it was positive because you kind of read their body language, and also a situation where you were sensing something was going on but you didn't know exactly what was going on, and it was a negative example? So give me the positive first.
The positive. When I met you, Jeanette, you came along, you had this happy body language, you like, come on, and all of the pictures we took were like, happy, do this. It was fun, and you made the situation confident. And look at us now. You made me feel like, wow, this is a great person.
And you just met me.
The energy, and I had just met you. And now a year later, year and some months, we're sitting here now, and we're good friends. Another time where negative, I met a person and like I had a really bad headache going on, like to dinner with them, so I met up with them.
Your body was reacting.
And my head started hurting like really bad.
Your body was telling you.
I was like, wow. But I moved forward with it, and it was trouble and drama and all kind of things breaking the relationship off.
But do you see how your body was reacting?
Right away
to the energy.
Spirit. I was like, oh my God, why is my head hurting like this?
Your body was saying, hey.
That happened to me 2 times with guys and 1 time with a girl, and it was really like detrimental. I had to learn 3 strikes. Learn to listen to your body.
Your brain was sending you, hold on.
Like instant headache. I'm like debilitating headache. Like I couldn't even drive home.
Now that you know that, and it occurred 2 or 3 times, what are you gonna do when your body is telling you something?
Listen to it.
Because from head to toes,
the body knows best.
That's right. And we are energy. So the same energy that for some reason you were drawn to me and you didn't know me.
Not at all.
You saw something about me, and how would you describe it?
Positive, happy, confident, draw-in. You have a draw-in personality, fun.
And what I say when
we is cute.
We is, and then we were doing.
Let's
and
take
how
some.
did
And
you
you're bossy too.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
bossy.
she's a leader, not bossy. A leader.
And so when we first interacted, what was your experience after we bantered a little bit?
I had a really good time, and I felt really good about moving forward.
Yes. So when you get that energetic feeling about somebody, pay attention to your intuition. And the more we learn about body language and statement analysis, all be so obvious, so obvious. So what would happen if you didn't learn what you needed to learn and you stayed at the 50%? What would happen? Instead of taking the course and learning, moving yourself 20 or 30 or 40 points, and you just stayed your status quo, what do you think would happen?
I wouldn't learn the in-depth details of body language, and then I could end up in a bad situation or missing cues that
50%.
Yep, I could really just determine a decision right away off of certain cues, have bad energy around and bad friendships and business relationships, and it could cause detriment in the end.
And how important would it be then to learn body language and actually move yourself from 50% to 95%?
I would think it would be very important, with less cleaning up the damage or recalling things that I would know right at the first point, and I would know how to maneuver in the beginning versus in the end having to just fix things that should never be broken in the first place.
When you're learning the stuff in the 12-week course, you can apply it immediately. Immediately. Just like my example of you and I go to Vietnam. You can apply that tip immediately to the next interaction.
That's like if I learn what welcome mean in Vietnam, I know how to read that language now. So I know that this says welcome instead of coming in and not knowing anything.
Right. And once you learn body language and statement analysis, it's almost like, come on, test me out because I'm ready for it.
I know I'm ready for you.
And always know, remember we were talking about Wilson and how she had her six-pack. So if she had it before, her mind, body, and spirit knows how to get it back. Whether she does it or not is something different. So when I tell you, in the womb, you were a body language expert. In the womb, before you were even born, you were a body language expert. What does that do to you when you hear an expert say, you got this? All you got to do is reclaim your fluency again. How does that feel to you when you hear me saying that?
It makes me feel confident that I can be a body language expert
again.
Yep.
Again, because you had it before you were born. And why I say we were experts even before we were born, because look, in the womb, you are developing your 5 senses, and your mama, everything your mama took in, you were absorbing, the good and the bad. And the stress that she might have felt, it's passed on to the baby. Leah was saying that for her firstborn, she ate salty foods, so that baby came out salty.
No.
You know what I mean? She favored salty stuff. With the second baby, she ate a different kind of diet, and that baby tended to. It ain't by chance, because when we're developing, and if that's what we're familiar with and grow up with, and our brain and our 5 senses and our whole bodily system and our nervous system are developing, that's why when mamas have negative stuff, the baby tends to absorb that and gets passed on. It's in our DNA and genetic. With body language, we had 3 years in the beginning of being an expert. And now we're amateurs. We're going to reclaim our fluency.
Claim our birthright.
Yes! Reclaim our birthright. We are born, B-O-R-N, born body language experts. B, it's our birthright. It's our original language. It's our rightful language, and it's our natural language. It's within us. So we got to reclaim our natural. Once you reclaim it, it's like when I read news or watch any video, it's just so obvious to me
what's going on. Body language is a language that speaks volume. When people are not talking, like you're nodding your head now, and that's telling me that you're interested and you confirming what I'm saying. Learning these different things allows me to understand if that person is involved or not.
And look at my leg. It's pointing to you.
Mm-hmm.
And my torso and my heart and my navel is pointing to you.
Mm-hmm.
And my head is tilted. So these are friendship clues and attentive clues.
Mm-hmm.
And you may not realize this, but people who have undergone trauma and animals who have undergone trauma, they're more heightened on body language. Your brain was giving you a headache, okay? Your body is telling you. That's an example of, based on your history, how your brain is acutely aware because you had to for survival. Your brain gave you headaches and was telling you.
That's true. And I didn't listen.
Are you going to now?
Yes.
How does that make you feel when your friend just told you, because of your life experience, you're highly, highly acute of body language and energy?
It makes me feel like I need to trust my instincts and trust what my body is telling me. And it also takes me back to a thought of something my mother said before she passed. She told me that I should never not trust what I'm feeling and thinking, because I know she has experience in me knowing things that she could never imagine. How did I know?
You know. You know. And so you gave yourself an average. Now that your friend said you underestimated yourself, what does that say to you about yourself?
That said that I don't give myself enough credit.
And now as you're moving forward, what do you take away from all this?
Give myself more credit and be more confident in what I know that I know.
And the story of your headache came from your personal example. It didn't come from me. And it wasn't one time.
No.
What was your body and your head telling you in that moment that you discounted?
Leave this situation where it's at. Get away now.
And how was it trying to communicate to you?
Through the headache. Terrible headache.
You see? So as you move forward, trust your intuition, your instincts, and your body language clues. Cherron, what are the 3 takeaways from our session together?
Learn body language so you can detect the lies, spot the truth, and not be misled. Also, trust your instincts and always be present in the moment. Yes, trust yourself.